Hey YouTube. So I just wanted to hop back on here real quick to share something that I came across. Now I ever done read this. I read this already a couple months ago, and it just came to me as a revelation. And right now I'm going through some things, and the Lord is like doing some shifting in my life, shifting in my spirit, and it is. Whew, so long story short, I had a couple months ago. I read Second Kings, the third chapter, and even when I read it then, and this was before the Lord actually started revealing all this stuff that He's doing in my life and things that He want me to do. This was before, months before this even came about. So when I read the chapter, I'm like, wow, this was an awesome chapter. That's something to really hold on to in this chapter. So I'm getting ready to share it with you. So Second Kings chapter 3, it says, I'm just going to chop it up a little bit. I'm not going to read because it's kind of long before we actually get to the point. So in your own time, you can read Second Kings, the third chapter. And this is about Ahab, king of Ahab. He had died. And his son Joram, I hope I'm saying it right, Joram became the king of Israel. So before Ahab died, there was a king called Mesha, King Mesha, king of Moab, and his name was Mesha, the king of Moab, and he was a sheep farmer. And it said every year he had to pay the king of Israel 100,000 male lambs and wool from 100,000 male sheep. It said, but after King Ahab died, the king of Moab turned against the king of Israel. So King Jehoram left and wanted to meet up to get Jehoshaphat. Again, I'm just chopping it up. You can read on your own time. Met up with his homeboy Jehoshaphat. I'm sorry. Met up with Jehoshaphat and asked him, would you team up with me to let's go so we can go see what's up with this king, what's up with Mesha, because he ain't been paying. He ain't been sending the sheeps or the he ain't been sending his sheeps or the lamb. So King Jehoshaphat said, sure, I'll go with you. He said something to the effect of that. He said, yes, I will go with you. He said, we will have one army. He said, my soldiers will join with your soldiers and my horses will be under your authority. So King Jehoram asked him, okay, that's cool. So which way should we go? So they headed on to go see what was up with King Mesha. And once they got out there, they realized that they didn't have. It said we should have. My fault. It said we should have traveled through the Edom desert. So the king of Israel, the king of Judah, and the king of Edom joined together and attack Moab. And they were traveling along the road for 7 days. And after that time, there was no water for the army, neither for the animals. So King King Jehoram got upset. He got scared, and mind you, now he wasn't a follower of Jesus. He was with Baal and the Asher's pole. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but he didn't serve God. He knew he was real, but he didn't serve him. And the king of Israel was very upset. He said, "What has happened? Perhaps the Lord has brought us three kings here to put us under the power of the king of Moab." But King Jehoshaphat asked, there must surely be a prophet of the Lord here somewhere. We could ask him what the Lord wants us to do. And then it says, an officer of the king of Israel answered him and said, Shaphat's son, Elisha, is here. He said, Elijah's servant. Jehoshaphat said, oh, he will tell us what the Lord is saying. So the king of Israel, king of Jehoshaphat, and the king of Edom went to meet Elisha. Elisha said to the king of Israel, we have nothing to say to each other. Instead, go to the prophets that your father and your mother liked, or they believed in, or they served. What do you want with me? You don't even serve my God. So why are you inquiring to me about my God? So it says that the king of Israel replied, no. The Lord told us three kings to come here together. Now he is putting us under Moab's power. And this is what the king of Israel is saying, the one who worshiped Baal and the false prophets. He said, no. He said, the Lord told us 3 kings to come here together. Now he's putting us under Moab's power. Elisha said to him, I serve the Lord Almighty. I promise you, as surely as the Lord lives, I would never even look at you. But I do respect Jehoshaphat, the king of Judah, who is with you. So I will help you. But now bring me someone to play the music on the harp for me. While the man was making music, the Lord power came upon it. The power of the Lord came upon Elisha. And Elisha said, this is what the Lord says. Dig many holes. And the King Version says, dig many trenches. Dig trenches in the valley. Dig lots of trenches in the valley. Dig several trenches in the valley. This one is saying, dig many holes in the dry valley. Because the Lord says this, you will not see any wind or any rain, but the valley will become full of water. You, your cows, and your other animals will have water to drink. This is an easy thing for the Lord to do. He said also, he will also put the Moabites under your power. You will destroy all their strong cities and their important towns. You will cut down every good tree. You will stop their springs from giving any water. You will cover their fields and with stones so that nothing grows there. The next morning, at that time when they offered the morning sacrifice, the water appeared. It came from the direction of Edom, so the land was full of water. So today, I just wanted to share with you because that was awesome. And like I said, I read that before several months ago, and it didn't hit me like it's hitting me now because, like I stated, I am going through some things right now that the Lord has told me to do. And now that I have started and proceeded with what he told me to do, now these things are coming back to me. And this came to me today, and I just wanted to come out and share it with you about digging your trenches. He told them to dig their trenches because they didn't have water. He told them to dig trenches throughout the valley, throughout the dry valley. Dig your trenches. He said, and tomorrow, he said, and dig your trenches, and you will not hear wind, nor will you see the rain. But tomorrow, this place will be full of water. So I just wanted to come on and say this to you. Dig your trenches. Dig your trenches. Do your part in faith. Step out in faith and do your part. And God will do his part. Step out in your natural faith. Step out, not in your natural faith. Step out and do your part in the natural. And God will come in and do his supernatural on top of that. They did that in natural, but in faith. They dug the trenches in faith. And God came and put his supernatural on it. They didn't even see it coming. And he told them, this is not. And I feel like Elijah even said to the king of Israel that Jeroboam, who, whatever his name is, who worshiped the false prophets, I think he even said that, in my belief, I felt like he said that you're not going to see the rain or you're not going to hear the wind. So he can't say that it was his God or he prayed about it or whatever have you. I felt like I felt like the Lord is saying, you're not going to hear no rain. You're not going to hear no wind and you're not going to see no rain because you're going to know it's me. So you can't say that, oh, I prayed to my rain God or I prayed to my water God. I'm just using that as an example so that he can't say that, oh, that wasn't God because I prayed to my gods too. No, he's telling you, you're not going to hear no wind and you're not going to see no rain. So your God can't do that. Your God definitely cannot bring no rain without wind or without rain, without seeing the rain. So God said, I'm going to show you. So he gave this to me in such a way, I just had to shop. I'm so excited. Let me calm down. I just had to hop on here and share this with you. God is saying, dig your trenches. Do your part. Do your part, and he's going to come in and do more than his part. Step out in faith because the word said faith without works is dead. Step out in faith and dig your trenches. Step out in faith. Go fill out that application and let him do the rest. Go apply for that loan and he will do the rest. Pray for your children and he will do the rest. So I just wanted to come on here and share that with you. Dig your trenches. Dig the trenches and watch God make it rain. Not the way that it's out, but you know what I mean. I'm using the word with what he's saying. Dig your trenches, and he is going to make it rain. He is going to do exceedingly abundantly above what you expected. You're sleeping. While you're asleep, the rain is coming. The place is filled with water. Whatever you believe in God for, step out. Step out in faith and do your part, and God is going to do the rest. Exceedingly abundantly blow your mind. Because this blew my mind right here. And I read this, like I said, I read this months ago. Months ago. And it hit me then, but it just didn't hit me the way that it's hitting me right now. It's just so awesome because God will give you a word. It could be from years from now. And then later on, everything starts, when he starts to give you instructions, that's when everything, all the pieces start coming together. Oh, that's what this word was for. Oh, that's what this dream was for. Oh, that's what this prophecy was for. When I say he's just so awesome, never cease to amaze me. And right now, that spoke to me today, pertaining to what it is, the directions that he had given me, the instructions that he had given me. So I just wanted to come on and hop on and share that with you, to dig your trenches, do your part, and he's going to come in and do his part. I just wanted to come on and share that. Y'all be blessed. I love y'all. I'm praying for you. Pray for me as well. And y'all have a blessed day. Bye.